Hi guys, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed your month's break, but it's now time to start series 3 of Semajical Reviews. So let's roll the titles. Hi guys, welcome back. As I've just said before the as I've just said in the pre-title sequence there. And good grief, what am I starting this series with? Yes, that's right, you peanuts. A Charlie Brown Christmas. But James, isn't it only September by the time we're watching this? Yeah, it is, but I don't want to hold it off until December. So, this is a Peanut special from 1965. And it tells the story of Charlie Brown, a depressed young 8-year-old boy who is depressed because he doesn't understand the Christmas holiday season. And Lucy Van Pelt, who runs a nickel's worth of psychiatric help booth, suggests that he gets involved in the school Christmas play by directing it. And needless to say, where he already has no friends at the beginning of the story, this further solidifies him as a loser, as he is sent out to buy a tree, yes, a Christmas tree, and ends up buying a tree that looks as if it's withered away. Now, you might notice some scenes as familiarity if you're fans of a show called South Park. Yeah, I've been reviewing it since Series 1 on the channel. But some scenes in the first couple of Christmas specials and a later one were actually influenced by scenes here, like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and the ice skating scene, which was referenced actually in the South Park movie. Okay. And anyway, at first, the other kids reject the tree because it's not the one they wanted. This upsets Charlie Brown so much that he ends up quitting. And so, using a bit of Peanuts magic, they end up making the tree a nice little tree. Now, we end on a scene that inspired the end of Merry Christmas, Charlie Manson. And on a line that directly inspired a parody quote from one of South Park's Halloween episodes. Okay, so yeah. So you can see the influence this one special has had on South Park's creators, can't you? Oh dear. But what do I think of the special? Well, it starts out depressing. It ends on a happy note. So it is a good special. And that's it for this episode, guys. Join me next time for another review. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's now time, good grief, to return to the world of the Peanuts animated specials. This time, for the 1966 summer special, Charlie Brown's All-Stars. Now, this may bring a wave of nostalgia back to those of you who grew up with the special. In this special, it's the summer, and Charlie Brown and his friends are playing baseball on Charlie Brown's baseball team. But losing faith in him because he keeps dropping the ball, they abandon the team. Yeah, they disband. And Charlie does everything he can to bring the team back together, including promising them that he can get them uniforms. And this is after Linus comes to the rescue by saying that the shopkeeper will agree to sponsor them and get them uniforms. This brings the team's faith back in Charlie enough to reform. But after it gets told that he can't have Snoopy or any of the girls on his team, he does everything he can to change the sponsor's mind, but it's not going his way. So when they find this out, they all break apart again and go and do their own thing. But in the end, we do get a happy ending with the team playing baseball. Well, yeah, maybe, but really, it's Linus who tells them that they're the ones who are being selfish by abandoning Charlie in his moment of need, after he's done everything he can for them to stay afloat, well, on the diamond, as a team, including trying to get them uniforms, and arguing tooth and nail to have the girls and Snoopy on the team, but that won't get them the sponsor. So they then use Linus's blanket to make Charlie's uniform. So that's how it ends. It's a good special, and yes, for those who like baseball, this would be the one for you. But guys, next time I will be reviewing the third of these Peanuts TV specials, 1966's It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and good grief, have us a magical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it is once again time to dive back into the world of Peanuts. Oh, good grief. To review the 1966 Halloween special, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, aka special number 3. Now, in this episode, or in this special, Linus gets the center stage, even though Charlie Brown is in the title, because it deals with Linus and his belief in the Great Pumpkin, this well, basically this being he believes in with a pumpkin head that delivers presents to believers on Halloween. So it takes the idea of Santa Claus and Christmas and flips it on its head. Okay. And we see that Charlie Brown and all the other kids try to tell Linus that there's no such thing as the Great Pumpkin, but he somehow manages to rope in Charlie's younger sister Sally to sit with him instead of going trick-or-treating on Halloween night, waiting for the fabled Great Pumpkin to show up. And when he doesn't, she blows a gasket. She gets angry, and well, understandably so, because she's wasted all her time waiting for this thing to show up, only to then have it proven that the Great Pumpkin isn't in fact real. Okay. Yeah. A bit of a bubble burst there, don't you think? But this is another brilliant Peanut special. And I'll now leave it over to you guys. What do you think of this special? Is it one of your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. Anyway, the next time on this show, we'll be going back to the world of Peter Pan for the 2002 animated sequel, Peter Pan Return to Neverland. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time. Hi guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's now time to return to the Peter Pan reviews. This time for my review on the 2002 Disney animated sequel, Peter Pan Return to Neverland. Okay, now, spoilers for a 22-year-old film, which hardly any of you care about. But in this film, which is set during World War II, Wendy's daughter Jane and son Daniel are taken to Neverland by Peter for their own swashbuckling adventure with the boy who never grows up and the Lost Boys. And they get into another clash with, who else? Captain Hook. And this film actually shows us for the first time in animated Peter Pan history what happens if you say you don't believe in fairies, as Jane angrily lets it known that she doesn't believe in fairies, and Tinkerbell starts dying. But it doesn't establish how you're supposed to try and stop that. Apparently, in the animated Peter Pan universe, spoilers, but fairies are born by babies' laughter. And I say spoilers because, well, wait and see for the next few reviews down the line, maybe. But in the end, Jane and Daniel are returned to London to live out their non-Peter Pan lives, and Jane returns as a believer in Peter Pan. And when I say Jane and Daniel, these are Wendy's children. Daniel's actually taken there before Jane, and Jane has to go after her, or after him, because she's supposed to be looking after him. And they escape to Neverland to escape being evacuated during the war, as their dad is drafted out into military service. So guys, that's basically the plot of Return to Neverland. And as Disney sequels go, Disney's animated sequels to their classics, well, this one was actually one that was released on the big screen first. And No, these normally come direct to DVD, but this one didn't. And as sequels go, storyline-wise, well, it's okay. Pardon me. It's an okay sequel, this one. It is almost a complete retread of the first film. Pardon me. Well, of course, this was released 49 years apart from that one. But anyway, that's it for this review, guys. We stay in the world of Peter Pan adaptations and stuff for the next episode, as I will be reviewing the 2010 miniseries Neverland, giving us our first backstory of the character. So, until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where we are sticking with the Peter Pan reviews. But this time we're not looking at an adaptation. Oh no. This time talking about a prequel. Or one version of a prequel to the characters themselves. Yes, the 2010 miniseries Neverland. Which was made by Sky Movies, of all people. In this miniseries, it's a two-part miniseries. In this miniseries, we meet Peter Pan, who is the leader of a band of pickpockets, as he and his pickpocket posse run around London, obviously picking pockets. Peter has a whistle which he blows whenever one of them gets into trouble. Slightly is the one who gets into trouble. Now, Jimmy Hook is actually their boss and the leader, and the man in charge of the pickpockets. He is also their father figure. Not a very good one, though, is he? Now, one evening, Peter actually follows Jimmy out on a dangerous mission where he happens across Dr. Richard Flood, who is crossing between Earth and this magical place. Now, Jimmy and the other Lost Boys first end up in this magical place through Peter's irresponsibility, and feeling responsible for them having gone missing, Peter goes in after them. alongside one pickpocket, Fox, who never went in with them. Well, he did. Peter comes across him first. And then, over the course of the story, we meet the Native Americans. That is who they are, just don't question me on that one. And the pirates, Tinkerbell. And we learn how Jimmy becomes a pirate, how he becomes Captain Hook. We learn how Peter becomes the boy who never grows up and learns to fly. And we learn how his former team of pickpockets become the Lost Boys, and this means we learn how he becomes their leader. So, over the course of this two-part epic, we learn how it all started, basically. In the story of Peter and the Lost Boys, before Peter went off to meet Wendy. And at the very end, spoiler alert, we see him lose his shadow. Okay. Setting up Peter Pan. And why he has to go chasing after his shadow. And yes, it's the land where nobody ever ages, because time stands still for all those who go there. But anyway, this is a brilliant prequel to Peter Pan. And, well, it's exactly what I was looking for in a backstory, so... That's it for this review. What do you think of Neverland if you've seen it, guys? Let me know down in the comments. But, regardless, guys, that is it for this review. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a magical time. Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time now to talk about another YouTuber, an American YouTuber by the name of Athena P. Now, she's famous here on YouTube for her lore series, where she mainly talks about the lore behind children's shows, animated children's shows, but she's done some live action and in amongst all that. Now, she does other things on her channel as well, but her lore series is the main attraction, should I say, of her channel. Now, I should just point out here, even though she talks about children's media in her videos are not children's material. So parents, if you let your children watch this, don't go complaining to her about it, because she gives content warnings at the beginning of her videos. So it's all on you if you do let your children watch it. Some of my favourite lore videos have been the Octonauts lore, the Lion Guard lore, and amongst others, the Sophia the First lore. Now, I just want to point out that I've never seen any of the shows she's talking about in these videos, but these videos were fun and insightful to watch. And it may have inspired something of my own to happen down the line. You'll have to wait and see what that is. And now, of course, she calls her fans her butt lovers. It's a strange name to call your fans, but okay. Okay. Whatever floats your boat, I guess. Anyway, guys, I think now would be the perfect time to say what I think of this channel. Now, given that the lore series is the only thing I've watched, these are great videos. You definitely should watch them if you're interested in learning the lore behind certain children's shows. Some you may have seen, some you may not. Go and knock yourselves out. Not literally. But until next time, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, and fellow South Park fans, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time to head back down to this small mountain town to review Season 9 of the show, South Park, which originally aired on Comedy Central in 2005 for 14 episodes, which at the time brought the show's total to 139 episodes. Now, this season actually deals with a variety of topics that I don't think I should go into too deep detail over. But some of my favourites in this season include Best Friends Forever, where Kenny gets a PSP and Cartman gets jealous over it. That is until Kenny is run over by a truck driver who's not paying attention to the road because he's playing his PSP. And then the whole episode becomes a court battle as to whether or not Kenny should remain alive, but in a vegetative state. The Losing Edge is about the kids trying to get disqualified from the Little League Baseball tournament so they can go back to having normal kid lives. And all because they hate baseball. Who can blame them, really? Die Hippie Die. Now, this episode, they actually do need to utilize Cartman's hatred of hippies to save the day. One of the only times in the show Cartman knows what he's talking about. And they contradict him every step of the way, saying he doesn't. And then realizing how wrong they were to shun him. So, but the episode is basically a parody of the film The Core. So, go figure. And one more episode I'm going to highlight from this season as a personal favourite is... This is a pretty dark one, guys. Here we go. Margarine, in which they fake Butter's death and put him undercover as a new girl in school to infiltrate a girl's slumber party in order to steal from them their paper. A pretty ridiculous plot here. Their paper fortune teller, as they think it really has the power to tell the future. Yeah, it doesn't. It's just something they made out of paper, guys. Just leave it. Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that being said, this is another good season of the show. And In just my opinion, that is. That's it for this review. What do you think of this season? And what are your favourite episodes from it? Let me know in the comments below. Join me next time, won't you? As we head back into the world of Tom and Jerry for their first official short to bear that name. Oh, yeah, the Midnight Snack. Until then. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time to head back into the world of Tom and Jerry, but not for another one of their movies, but for the second official short in the series, or the first. The Midnight Snack, from, is it, 1940? Or 1941. Anyway, I take it you know how the story of this short goes. It's the middle of the night, and Tom finds himself fancying a snack. So he goes down to the fridge to, well, get one, finding Jerry there, and having to chase him away. And every time Tom goes to the fridge, he lands himself in trouble with Mammy Two Shoes, who threatens to throw him out if she catches him in there. Again. And as I said, this was the first short in which the cat and mouse are actually called Tom and Jerry. Because it's the first official Tom and Jerry short. Puss Gets the Boot was the pilot. And characters often have different names in pilots. So... But this is a fun little short. An easy way to spend 7 minutes. Because that's all it'll take you to watch this. Anyway, guys. If you like this short yourself, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Until next time, thanks for watching, and have a Semajical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it is once again time to dive back into the world of Harry Potter, this time to do the double book and movie review of Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. So that would be the 2005 book, written by J.K. Rowling, published by Bloomsbury, and its 2009 film adaptation. So, okay, now, the story follows Harry Potter as he enters his 6th year at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, where, during an advanced potions class, he comes into the possession of an old potions textbook, which helps him to excel at potions for the first time in his life, and also this is what starts the mystery of the Half-Blood Prince. And also, throughout the story, we learn Voldemort's backstory, because this film acted as a prologue, or this story acts as a prologue to the story that follows. And through these pensive flashbacks, we learn who his family were, and what led to his birth, and him being invited to Hogwarts, and everything leading up to him becoming what he is now, Lord Voldemort, all the way up to just before the First Wizarding War. And yes, it sets up the Horcruxes. And this is where we learn that the diary from the second book and film was indeed a Horcrux. And we also learn that the ring Dumbledore had been wearing all year is also a Horcrux. So now guys, who do we meet as new characters in this book? Well, Horace Slughorn, as previously mentioned, is the new potions master, which means Professor Snape gets the Defense Against the Dark Arts job after 15 years of waiting. Okay. Cormac McLaggen, a 7th year Gryffindor who tries out for the house Quidditch team after Harry's made captain. And Fenrir Greyback, the werewolf who bit Professor Lupin when he was a kid, and now works on the same side as the Death Eaters. And Narcissa Malfoy, Draco's mother. Now, of course, these characters do carry over to the film, where they are played by, well, Jim Broadbent plays Horace Slughorn in the film. He plays him to a T. He's a jovial old man who actually is the first to see the potential in Harry, even though Harry's cheated his way to the potential. Then Helen McCrory plays Narcissa Malfoy. But in this film, we only see her at the beginning. So, well, in the book, she does have more spoken lines than she does in the film. Cormac McLaggen carries over, but I don't know who plays him. Sorry, I can't give that information. Now, and Fenrir Greyback as well he carries over to the film. But again, I can't tell you who plays him because I can't remember who does. Now, also in the book, we are reintroduced to Lavender Brown, who plays a bigger role in this book, actually, as Ron's girlfriend. In the film, she's played by a different actress to what she was before. Now, the biggest difference that the film has is it swaps the main story over for the love story subplot. So what I'm saying here is Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, the film, is an adaptation in name only. As for what it leaves out, well, it leaves out the beginning part with all the Dursleys and stuff like that, and it changes how Harry arrives at the Burrow and how Professor Dumbledore picks him up. But why do I say this is an adaptation in name only for the film? Well, because it changes the plots around. Really, the Half-Blood Prince plot is shoehorned in as an afterthought. Now, it's actually... The Half-Blood Prince book is my favourite book in the series because of learning about Voldemort's backstory. The film only gives us 2 flashbacks to Voldemort's youth. In the film, we only get him being invited to Hogwarts as a young boy, and him asking about the Horcruxes as a 16-year-old. That's it. Whereas the flashbacks in the book start with the House of Gaunt, and then it's the secret riddle, Tom being invited to Hogwarts, and then we get a memory with Hepzibah Smith and a house elf, Hokey. And then we get... there are 7 flashbacks we see in the entire film. So in the entire book, we read about 7 of them. And the very last one we actually hear about is the Horcruxes. Now, we have 2 versions of that. We have the fake version and the true version. In the fake version of that memory, Horace Slughorn, as I'm sure you're aware, tells Tom to get out of his office and never ask about Horcruxes again. But in the real memory, he actually gives him the information he wants. Yes, so Horace Slughorn helped him to become Voldemort in the first place and feels immensely guilty about it. Now, the reveal of who the Half-Blood Prince is... Now, it has you guessing through the whole book as to who that might be. But now, I did it in the reverse order for the first 6 films and books. I watched the films first, and then read the books afterwards. So, I went into the books already knowing, or as I thought. Anyway, this is the Half-Blood Prince, not the whole book, not the whole series of books. So what do I think of the book? Well, it's my favourite of the Harry Potter books. My least favourite film. I'm sorry. For those who might have this as your most favourite film, don't you dare put me under an unforgivable curse to try and change my mind. Don't you dare. Anyway, that is going to be it for this review. And I'll see you for the next episode, guys, as we round out the Karate Kid trilogy. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching and have yourselves a Semajical time. Hey guys, and welcome back to Semajical Reviews, where it's time to dive back into the world of the Karate Kid. This time to finish off the original trilogy of films with Karate Kid 3. Which picks up where the second film leaves off, with Mr. Miyagi and Daniel returning from Okinawa to find how drastically things have changed since they've been gone. They've been kicked out of their apartment, as it's been taken over by a new owner, putting Mr. Miyagi out of a job. So Daniel uses his college funds to help Mr. Miyagi open a bonsai shop. And in this film we meet two new characters, as we learn that Cobra Kai, the karate dojo, has fallen into disuse and somewhat disrepair since John Kreese has left and has lost all of his pupils. And there's eviction notice after eviction notice. The two new characters we meet in this series, by the way, are Terry Silver, John Kreese's fellow ex-war veteran, or his buddy during the Vietnam War, who gave him the money to start up Cobra Kai, and the actual enemy of the piece, Mike Barnes, whom Terry hires as an act of revenge on Daniel and Mr. Miyagi. After an now, before we get into that part of the story, Terry then actually approaches Daniel and, posing as an act of kindness, offering him some karate training because he's being bullied into joining the All Valley Under-18s tournament. Now, there's a bit of an age discrepancy here we now need to discuss. Daniel turns 18 in the first film. So why is he still allowed to enter that tournament when he should be nearly 19 here? Okay. After an argument, though, with Mr. Miyagi, Daniel takes Terry Silver up on his offer to train him tough for the tournament, meaning he briefly joins Cobra Kai. And when the going gets tough, he tries to back out of the tournament after signing the document saying he will join. Mr. Miyagi, noticing the trouble Daniel's leading himself into, finally agrees to train him for the tournament. I forgot, there's a third new character we meet, Jessica Andrews, who runs a pottery shop opposite the bonsai shop. And she is Daniel's love interest in this film. And I take it those of you who are fans of the film know how it ends. But I won't spoil the ending for those who are new to the franchise like I was. Go and watch the film for yourselves. And then afterwards, treat yourselves to the Cobra Kai journey. Anyway, this is a great end to a trilogy of classic films. Well, not a great end. To change my opinions so abruptly after stating it, it's a fine end to a classic trilogy of films. And guys, I will see you next time for the show's 200th episode, where I will be reviewing the first 6 Mission Impossible films. Until then, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have us a magical time. Hi guys, and welcome to the 200th episode of Semajical Reviews, where your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to hear my thoughts on the first 6 Mission Impossible films. From, the ones released between 1996 and 2021, is it? Or 2023? And so we start from the very beginning of this film franchise. So that means the first film up for review will be Mission Impossible from 1996. Now, all of these films star Tom Cruise as Ethan Hunt. But in this film, Ethan Hunt is he's an IMF agent who with a team of other agents from the same company are on a mission to retrieve the other half of a knock list that's been stolen from them. And when their first try at this mission fails, resulting in the deaths of most of the team, Ethan Hunt is disavowed from the agency after they believe him to have murdered his entire team. And so he forms a team with 3 other disavowed agents to go and retrieve the knock list for themselves. and it is a thrilling spy adventure from beginning to end, and it really has you on the edge of your seat at the stage where they're luring Ethan in to retrieve the knock list, to download it. You think he's gonna get caught, but luckily, spoiler alert, they managed to get out home free. And of course it ends up turning out that Jim Phelps didn't die, and neither did, well, his wife, Claire, who was also a member of their team. But what happened to the other original team members is pretty up in the air. But, I think I said too much. So, guys, that is it for the review of Mission Impossible 1. So, all I have to invite you to do now, well, on to Mission Impossible 2. So, guys, Mission Impossible 2, the 2000 sequel to 1996's Mission Impossible. Okay, guess I should, for the second time this video, issue a spoiler warning. If I haven't already, it'd be the first time. For those who haven't managed to see the film yet. Although I'd imagine many of you have. So, on with the synopsis. This particular mission sends Ethan Hunt and a team of 2 other agents, or a team of 2 others, to Seville on a mission to eradicate the Chimera virus before it spreads. And how they go about this? Well, in one of these elaborate ways, which involves Ethan breaking into the facility and basically destroying every vial of it in there. But he's under strict instructions to bring a living sample of the virus back. Well, spoiler alert for those who haven't seen the film yet. He destroys every living sample except one inside one of his companions. The female companion in question is actually a carrier of the virus. And yes, during the mission briefing, we do see pictures of the last person to be infected by the virus and how it makes him look after 27 hours and after 31 and then 34 hours of contracting the virus. And let me tell you guys, now, it sort of really hits home while you're watching the film in many ways. It's a fictional virus, and I just had the question while watching the film, why are the IMF charged with this task? Shouldn't it be something for the World Health Organization to worry about? I mean, just... Anyway, that doesn't stop it from being a brilliant sequel. In fact, I'd call it one of the best sequels I've ever seen. That's just my opinion. Anyway, that's about it for Mission Impossible 2. So all that's left to do now is move on to Mission Impossible 3. Previously on this episode of Semajical Reviews, I reviewed the first 2 Mission Impossible films. So we're going to continue that now as we get into the second leg of this review. And this leg of the review kicks off with, of course, okay, so yes, Mission Impossible 3, guys. The 2006 sequel to Mission Impossible 2. The threequel to the whole saga. So, this mission, first of all, it begins with Ian Hunt, who is retired from the IMF, being called back into active duty. Pardon me. And the mission actually sends him to 3 different places. So, but he's actually engaged to nurse Julia Mead. And the actual mission first sends Ethan and his team Declan Gormley, Zhen Li, and old partner Luther Stickle to Berlin to rescue Lindsay and collect 2 damaged laptops. As they flee, Lethan discovers an explosive pellet implanted in Lindsay's head. Before he can disable it with a defibrillator, it detonates and kills her. Now, the next mission actually sends them where else? To the Vatican in Rome. To capture Davian, who is after something called the Rabbit's Foot. Now, when they actually do capture him, he threatens to kill Ethan and anyone he cares for. Yeah, that means Julia, by the way. Okay. And that eventually then leads to Julia being kidnapped by Davian and ends up with Ethan having to travel to Shanghai to rescue her. Now, so much goes on in this film that it's actually quite hard to keep up with everything. It's what you actually want, though, don't you, from a film like this? You want it to be action-packed. So, guys, that is the basic plot of Mission Impossible 3. And, yeah, for a third installment in a now long-running franchise, this is, I've got to say, one of the best third installments to a franchise I've ever seen. So, guys, next time we jump ahead to 2011. Well, later in this episode, actually, because the next film we'll be moving on to is Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. I'll see you for that review.